Allora, buonasera a tutti e benvenuti. Come ben saprete è uscito in tutto il mondo Seven, il settimo album del DJ producer francese David Guetta. Hey David, how are you?
Good. Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Guetta, please.
I started this album in a new state of mind, because when you become very successful, instead of being excited, you start to be scared of losing the success. And that's really a very negative state of mind. It's not good for happiness, it's not good for creativity. I made some changes in my life, and I started this album just wanting to have fun and accepting that some of the records are going to be hits and some of them are not going to be hits, and it's okay. This is also why I did the double album, and a part is more underground and it's not supposed to be hits, and it's okay. It made me so much more happy and creative.
Is that for this reason that you have a list of amazing collaborators on this album? I read about Sia, Bebe Rexha, Justin Bieber, Latin heavyweight, J Balvin, rap superstar like Lil Uzi Vert, G-Eazy, Malimal. And I like to see at this album like a contemporary world pop music album. Is this your approach on the first album?
Yes, you're right. The idea was to really, again, started being completely free and being able to make songs without being obliged to be a club record. Because before I was always trying to make a song that is at the same time strong on the radio and strong in the clubs. But this time I was like, I just wanted to be a good music, a beautiful song. So some of the songs are just straight pop music. Some of it are trap, hip hop. On the main album, there's also a collaboration with Black Coffee, for example. That is a deep house, more underground DJ. But to me, today, there's no more frontiers. There's no more boundaries. I think good music is good music. And for me, it doesn't really matter what style. And the challenge for me that made it so exciting as a producer was to work on so many different styles on the album. And yes, I think it's just, the first album is just a mix of different styles of beautiful pop music that is going to make you emotional, sometimes to make you dance, but make you happy for sure.
We are here also for dance, right?
Yes, of course.
Warner asked to your fans in Italy to send us some questions for you. So this is your biggest fan at the moment.
Oh, wonderful.
So
well, thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you very much.
And why did you choose also to follow this path, to embrace the Latin sound?
My girlfriend is Cuban, so I started to listen to Latin music way more.
It's all about the girls.
It's always about girls, of course. Everything is about girls. And I got really excited about it. And then I met with J Balvin. We started to make music together, and even other big Latin artists. Actually, one of the records that is on the album is called Para Que Te Quedes, was recorded 3 years ago. But because I wasn't sure about myself, I didn't put it out. And that was such a huge mistake, because Latin music became the biggest thing happening
the new mainstream,
in the world, And this is, again, like proved me that I should follow my instinct and just have fun with what I'm doing and not trying to think too much. So basically, when this music became so trendy, this was already familiar to me. And then, we did this one with J Balvin and another one called Say My Name that I think is going to be huge with Bebe Rexha and J Balvin.
Not only Latin roots, but there is
also Italian.
Also Italian.
Because
goodbye. This is the point.
There is Italian sample.
There is a song named Goodbye in the album. I don't know if you recognize the sample. Is Andrea Bocelli Con Te Partirò?
Yes.
Con te parti, it's time to say goodbye.
Exactly.
Do you put a special attention on the new voice you put on your album?
It's amazing for me to be able to work with superstars like this, but it's also very important, in my opinion, to discover new talents. It's also part of my job as a producer. Of course, it's more work because someone like Sia, I don't need to tell her anything. She's like a master at writing and singing and harmonies. It's crazy. Of course, when you work with someone younger, it takes more time because you need to do it again and again and again because she has less experience.
How much the Avicii terrible stories has changed the point of view on your job?
On a personal point of view, it was of course something terrible for me because I lost a friend, but also I think the entire community of DJs at our level, because of course this concerns more like big DJs, but all of us think and realize that, you know, we're always pushing ourselves beyond sometimes what is acceptable for the body and also the mind. I think that people don't realize because you always see us like having fun on stage and partying, but there's also a side that is hard, that is always to be under pressure, always to be very lonely because we always travel. We're in front of hundreds of thousands of people, but we actually go back home alone. So this lifestyle sometimes can be difficult. And I decided after what happened to take more time for myself, for my family, for my friends. And what's interesting is that by working less, I actually became better. And I think that's why also I started a new album. I became so much more creative because actually the creativity, you get it when you have time off. When you do something else, when you go see a movie, you just walk in the park, you have fun with your friends, and then some ideas are coming. We are not machines, you know? Actually, by wanting to take care of myself and refuse this pressure that pushed Avicii to end so sadly, it actually helped me be more creative, be more happy, and make an album to make other people happy.
I have a big announcement to do. Yeah, you'll be on the cover of DJ Magazine October in Italy.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
Okay. Did you ever realize the impact on the world of I Got a Feeling?
Yeah, I think this
That record
was,
changed the industry,
this
changed the
record
market.
really changed pop music.
Yeah.
And dance music. You know, dance music as like, oh yeah, this is a second-class type of music. They looked at it like, okay, this is major. This is as big as hip-hop or rock. And started to play it on the radio in the same way. I feel very lucky because I think there's, let's say, 20% of talent, maybe 70% of work, and for sure there's also 10% of luck that I was there at the right time.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the sexy bitch, David Guetta.